How do we define greatness in football? Is it purely the perfect physical specimen, the athlete engineered for peak performance? Or does the true spirit of the game reveal itself in those who refuse to be confined by what the world expects them to be? Those who redefine the very limits of what is possible on the pitch. I believe it is often the latter, the stories of defiance against expectation, that truly resonate and remind us what this beautiful game is all about. If you enjoy stepping back into these football stories with me, feel free to like the video and subscribe for more documentaries like this. Take Jorge Campos, for instance, a name synonymous with flamboyant goalkeeping in the 1990s. Standing at just 5 feet, 6 inches tall, a height considered exceptionally short for a goalkeeper, he shattered conventions with his acrobatic saves and electrifying runs out of the box. His distinctive playing style, which often saw him venture far upfield and even play as an outfield player during the same match, was so impactful that it eventually prompted a change in FIFA rules, preventing future goalkeepers from performing dual roles in a single game. Campos was a pioneer, a colorful maverick whose vision of the position was ahead of its time. Then there is Tim Howard, a professional goalkeeper whose journey began with a deeply personal challenge. From a young age, Howard lived with Tourette's syndrome, a neurological disorder that manifested in involuntary tics, facial jerks, and other uncontrollable actions. This was not his only hurdle. He was also diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD, which added another layer of complexity to his concentration, particularly off the field. On the pitch, Howard sometimes reported his mind compelling him to touch goalposts or adjust his gloves repeatedly, a testament to the internal battles he faced. Yet, despite these profound mental challenges, a remarkable transformation occurred during critical moments in a game. His focus would narrow, becoming exclusively and intensely fixed on the ball, an almost superhuman ability to block out the noise. This intense concentration, a unique gift, helped him channel his energy. Early in his life, Howard's school initially doubted his medical disorder, even when presented with clear evidence, adding to the isolation he might have felt. However, a doctor treating Howard observed something profound, suggesting that individuals with such disorders sometimes possess unique gifts, perhaps an ability to hyperfocus or perceive the world differently. This insight seemed to be true for Howard, who practiced for hours, emulating the legendary Pele, harnessing this intense hyperfocus to meticulously enhance his football skills. His undeniable talent did not go unnoticed. The US national team recognized Howard's potential and soon included him in their Olympic development program, a clear path to the highest levels of the game. This led to a professional opportunity with one of the world's biggest clubs, Manchester United, a dream for any aspiring footballer. However, an error during a Champions League match against Porto impacted Howard's confidence, a moment that lingered in his mind. From there, Howard was transferred to Everton, a move that would define his club career and see him accumulate over 400 appearances, solidifying his status as a true club legend. His commanding presence in goal and vocal leadership earned him the nickname the Secretary of Defense during his time at Everton, a tribute to his consistent shot-stopping and organizational skills. Concurrently, he became the primary goalkeeper for the US national team, leading them through multiple major tournaments. His performance against England in the 2010 World Cup was nothing short of heroic, earning him a deserved Man of the Match award. 4 years later, in the 2014 World Cup against Belgium, Howard delivered a legendary display, setting a new record for the most saves in a single World Cup match, a performance that captivated the world. In 2024, Howard's incredible career was further recognized with his induction into US Soccer's Hall of Fame. Beyond the pitch, he has become a passionate advocate for Tourette's syndrome awareness, serving as an inspiration for countless individuals facing similar challenges, proving that inner battles can lead to outer triumphs. Moving across the Atlantic, we find Edgar Davids, a Dutch midfielder whose early career began in Amsterdam. Davids was initially rejected twice by the famed Ajax Academy, a testament to the rigorous standards of the institution and perhaps an early test of his resilience. Ajax eventually signed Davids, and he quickly became an integral part of a golden generation, contributing to the team winning the Eredivisie 3 times and, most notably, the Champions League once, a crowning achievement for any European club. In the same year as his Champions League triumph, Davids sustained a significant head injury, an event that would subtly but profoundly affect his career and well-being in the years to come. While playing in Italy for European giants AC Milan and later Juventus, Davids received a life-altering diagnosis, glaucoma, a degenerative condition that causes optic nerve damage and progressively dimmed vision. This aggressive tackler, known as the Pitbull for his relentless, uncompromising style, required an urgent operation to prevent complete vision loss, a genuine threat to his livelihood and future. Following his operation in 1999, Davids was understandably concerned about retirement, fearing his career was over. However, a glimmer of hope appeared when he discovered he could continue playing with the aid of special protective goggles. FIFA, recognizing the extraordinary circumstances, granted Davids special permission to wear his distinctive eyewear and use the necessary eye drops during matches. Davids reported that his goggles would frequently steam up during play, requiring a period of uncomfortable adaptation, a small but constant battle he had to overcome. His unique look, however, was not universally accepted. Other players, including formidable Dutch defender Jaap Stam, were known to taunt Davids for wearing goggles, adding another layer of mental challenge to his already difficult situation. Throughout his career, Davids accumulated an astonishing 25 red cards, a reflection of his aggressive playing style and a temper that he frequently lost, highlighting the passionate intensity he brought to every game. His illustrious career included impactful spells at Barcelona, where he was widely credited with contributing to the club's resurgence during a difficult period, as well as Inter Milan and Tottenham Hotspur before an emotional return to Ajax. Davids' distinctive appearance with the goggles significantly increased his public profile, leading to features in iconic Nike advertisements and popular FIFA video games, cementing his image as one of football's most recognizable figures. He became a symbol of resilience, a player who refused to let a medical condition dictate his destiny. Now, let us turn to Alex Sanchez, a Spanish footballer born with a unique physical challenge. He had only one hand. Despite this, Sanchez's natural talent for football became evident early while playing for recreation, leading to a call from his local club, Real Arosa, at the age of 15. The transition to professional football, however, proved challenging, and Sanchez observed a fiercely competitive environment where not everyone was supportive of his success, highlighting the prejudices he faced. Nevertheless, Sanchez performed exceptionally well for the reserve team, scoring 12 goals in just 10 games, demonstrating his goal-scoring prowess. His impressive form caught the eye of Zaragoza's head coach, Marcelino, who promoted Sanchez to the senior squad, a huge step up for the young player. Sanchez made his debut in La Liga against Valencia, entering as a substitute for the final 16 minutes, a historic moment as he became the first footballer with one hand to play in Spain's top flight. His debut, however, also included a yellow card for diving, a moment of controversy that perhaps unfairly overshadowed his achievement. After his debut, Sanchez faced significant media scrutiny and criticism regarding his physical condition, with many questioning whether he truly belonged at that level. Sanchez ultimately made 3 appearances for Zaragoza before moving to Spain's lower leagues, where he continued his career, including a spell at Osasuna. His journey then took him further afield. He later played for Sydney Olympic in Australia, where he rediscovered his scoring touch, netting 34 goals in 44 games, a remarkable record. At the age of 34, Sanchez made a surprising move to Gokulam Kerala in India, showcasing his enduring passion for the game and adaptability. There, he became the league's top scorer in the 2023-2024 season with an incredible 19 goals. Sanchez's career trajectory demonstrated his ability to achieve significant success in both the Australian and Indian First Divisions, consistently performing at a high level despite his physical difference, a true testament to his skill and determination. Finally, we meet Adebayo Akinfenwa, a striker whose physical presence alone was a statement. Weighing over 100 kilograms, he possessed significant strength, capable of bench pressing twice his own body weight, earning him the moniker, The Beast. Despite his raw power and talent, Akinfenwa encountered difficulties securing a professional contract in his hometown of London, with many clubs seemingly hesitant to take a chance on a player who did not fit the traditional mold. His ambition led him to pursue opportunities further afield, landing in Lithuania, where he dramatically scored the winning goal in the Lithuanian Cup final, a memorable start to his professional journey. However, during his time in Lithuania, Akinfenwa experienced severe racism from fans, a painful reminder of the darker side of the game and a significant challenge to his resilience. After returning to England, Akinfenwa again struggled to find a club, enduring a period of uncertainty before finally joining Welsh side Barry Town, where he promptly won the Welsh Premier League, proving his worth. A financial crisis at Barrytown, however, resulted in the entire squad being released, forcing Akinfenwa to once again search for a new team. This led to a nomadic period where he played for several English clubs within a hectic 5-month period, including Boston United, Leyton Orient, Rushden and Diamonds, and Doncaster Rovers. He eventually settled at Torquay United, where he truly found his stride, scoring 14 league goals and being named the fans' player of the season, a clear favourite. Despite his individual performance, Torquay was unfortunately relegated, adding another layer of disappointment. Akinfenwa then moved to Swansea, scoring on his debut and winning the Football League trophy, adding another piece of silverware to his collection. In his second season at Swansea, he sustained a broken leg, an injury that forced him to move again that summer. A subsequent move to Swindon Town fell through after he failed a medical, being deemed too large by the club, which led to a frustrating 6-month search for a new club, a period of genuine doubt and difficulty. Undaunted, Akinfenwa continued his career, playing for Northampton Town and Gillingham before joining Wimbledon, where he fulfilled a childhood dream by scoring against Liverpool in the FA Cup, a team he had supported since he was a boy. Despite attracting interest from Major League Soccer clubs, he was released by Wimbledon at the end of the season, once again without a club. In a bold and memorable move, Akinfenwa publicly appealed for a new club on Sky Sports News, famously asking coaches to contact him via WhatsApp, showcasing his unique personality and determination. This plea paid off. Wycombe Wanderers signed Akinfenwa, providing him with a long-term home where he became a beloved figure, playing over 200 games and scoring 52 goals. His career culminated in a magnificent achievement as he helped Wycombe secure promotion to the Championship, England's second tier, a fitting end to a remarkable career before retiring from professional football. Akinfenwa's journey demonstrated his undeniable ability to play professionally at high levels, consistently defying perceptions about his size and proving that heart and strength can overcome all. These stories, woven together, paint a vivid picture of individuals who refuse to be defined by their limitations, finding strength in their struggles and reshaping our understanding of what a footballer can be. Football can be cruel, presenting players with the most formidable personal challenges away from the pitch. Imagine the elation of a dream transfer, followed swiftly by a diagnosis that threatens everything. This was the harrowing reality for Sebastian Haller, the French striker, who learned he had cancer just days after joining Borussia Dortmund, a move intended to elevate his career to championship contention. Haller's journey began with initial struggles at French club Auxerre, a common start for many young talents finding their feet. However, a loan spell at FC Utrecht in the Netherlands proved to be the turning point, unlocking his latent goal-scoring potential, where he ultimately netted an impressive 51 goals in 98 games. His performances caught the eye of German clubs, leading to a move to Eintracht Frankfurt. There, he made an immediate impact, helping the team win the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, in his very first season. His second season at Frankfurt was even more remarkable, as he recorded the second highest goal contributions in the entire league, a feat surpassed only by the prolific Robert Lewandowski. His prowess earned him a record-breaking transfer to West Ham United in England, but his time there was challenging, marked by a change in management and a subsequent reduction in playing time. Yet, Haller rebuilt his reputation and form after transferring to Ajax for another club record fee. In the 2020-22 season, he became the Eridivisie's top scorer and, sensationally, scored 11 goals in the Champions League, re-establishing himself as a Premier forward. These exceptional performances led to his move to Borussia Dortmund, a club where he truly hoped to compete for major trophies and cement his legacy. Just 12 days after this momentous transfer, the dream began to unravel. Haller withdrew from preseason training feeling unwell. He had experienced abdominal pain during training with the Ivory Coast national team back in May, but had initially dismissed it as a simple stomachache. However, his condition worsened significantly, preventing him from completing training sessions and alarming medical staff. Tests, including a crucial MRI scan, tragically revealed a testicular tumor. The diagnosis was swift and devastating: testicular cancer, requiring immediate and aggressive treatment. His treatment regime was grueling, involving 2 surgeries and 4 rounds of chemotherapy. The side effects were harsh, bringing hair loss, persistent nausea, and severe stomach pain. Haller courageously shared glimpses of his hospital experience on social media, yet he found it challenging to reassure his young children about his changing appearance due to the chemotherapy. Throughout this ordeal, he received comprehensive support from his team and the broader football community, a testament to the solidarity within the sport. Following extensive treatment, a moment of profound relief arrived. Haller was medically cleared to resume playing football, a miraculous outcome many dared not hope for. His return to the pitch came in a winter-friendly match for Dortmund, a tentative first step back. Only 3 days later, in a friendly against FC Basel, he scored his first goals for the club, incredibly netting a hat-trick in just 8 minutes, a sign of his extraordinary resilience. He continued this astonishing comeback by scoring 9 goals in the second half of that season, defying all expectations. Then, in 2023, the fairy tale culminated as Haller scored the winning goal in the African Cup of Nations semi-final, guiding Ivory Coast to win the tournament on home soil. His recovery from cancer and subsequent athletic achievements transformed him into a national hero, a symbol of hope and unwavering spirit. If you enjoy stepping back into these football stories with me, feel free to like the video and subscribe for more documentaries like this. Another tale of incredible resilience belongs to Petr Cech, the towering goalkeeper for Chelsea, who was widely regarded as a supremely talented player and a future star of the game. He was already known for breaking clean sheet records in the league, establishing himself as one of Europe's elite. But at the very beginning of his third season at Chelsea against Reading, Cech suffered a severe head injury that would change his life and career forever. In the opening minute of the game, Cech bravely went to catch a ball and collided with Stephen Hunt, whose knee violently struck Cech's head. He was urgently transported to the hospital, his condition critical. In a bizarre twist of fate, his replacement, Carlo Cudicini, also sustained a head injury in the same match, though mercifully it was a milder concussion. Cech's condition deteriorated rapidly, necessitating emergency surgery where 2 metal plates were inserted into his skull to save his life. Concerns were naturally raised about whether he would ever play football again. Chelsea's coach Jose Mourinho starkly stated that Cech was fortunate just to be alive. Cech himself experienced complete memory loss regarding the day of the injury, a terrifying blank in his mind. Despite the life-threatening nature of the head injury, Cech possessed an exceptional mental fortitude, having already recovered from a severe leg break as a child and having played a previous season with a broken shoulder. He fiercely resisted any suggestion of retirement, famously instructing his doctors with unwavering conviction, "Do not tell me what I cannot do. Tell me what I can do." A mere 3 months after his injury, Cech made an astonishing return to play for Chelsea in a match against Liverpool. His comeback was marked by him wearing a distinctive protective helmet, a piece of equipment designed to act as a shock absorber in case of any future collisions, which would become his iconic signature. Against medical advice, Cech resumed playing with the same fearlessness, including diving at players' feet without hesitation. Shortly after his comeback, he achieved an incredible 8 consecutive clean sheets, demonstrating that his abilities were undiminished. Cech continued to break records and exceed expectations, going on to earn 3 more Premier League Golden Glove awards. He was rightly recognized as Europe's best goalkeeper in both 2007 and 2008, a testament to his enduring quality and mental strength. Cech later moved to Arsenal, playing for 4 additional seasons at the highest level. After retiring from professional football, he even transitioned to ice hockey, becoming a goalkeeper in that sport, showcasing his continued love for athletic competition. Remarkably, throughout his subsequent career in football and beyond, Cech did not experience a similar head collision, a blessing for a player who defied the odds. The story of Gordon Banks, an English footballing icon, also illustrates a life shaped by adversity and extraordinary comebacks. Banks endured a difficult upbringing in post-war England, leaving school at 15 to find work. He spent time filling coal bunkers, a physically demanding job that inadvertently contributed to his impressive upper body strength. His goalkeeping career began almost by chance, stepping in for an amateur team when their regular keeper was absent. His talent was quickly recognized, leading to Chesterfield signing him for their reserve team, from where he eventually progressed to the first team. He made a significant move to Leicester City, where he earned a modest £15 a week. Banks' outstanding performances at Leicester brought him to national attention and earned him inclusion in the England national team. He played a pivotal role in the 1966 World Cup, famously maintaining clean sheets until the semi-finals. During this period, Banks set an England record of 721 minutes without conceding a goal, a remarkable achievement that was only surpassed by Jordan Pickford in 2021. Despite conceding 2 goals in the final, England won the World Cup and Banks became an undisputed national hero. However, after his World Cup triumph, Leicester City made the surprising decision to sell Banks to Stoke City, believing his peak years were behind him. Banks continued to represent England internationally, his legend growing with his iconic save against Pell. 2 years later, a devastating car accident threatened to end his career permanently. While attempting to overtake on a bend, Banks crashed his car into a ditch. The impact shattered glass into his face and eye, requiring 200 stitches. He received the grim news that he might lose his eye due to fragments lodged in his right eye socket. Indeed, Banks permanently lost sight in his right eye, a catastrophic blow that severely impaired his goalkeeping abilities and forced his retirement from the professional game. Yet, Banks' indomitable spirit shone through. 4 years after his forced retirement, he made a sensational return to professional football in the North American Soccer League. He joined the Fort Lauderdale Strikers, playing alongside legends such as Pell, George Best, and Franz Beckenbauer, a testament to his enduring allure. Despite being blind in one eye, Banks demonstrated his extraordinary goalkeeping skills, helping the Strikers win the Atlantic Conference in 1977. The team conceded only 29 goals in 26 games, achieving the best defensive record for the entire season. Banks was deservedly named NASL Goalkeeper of the Year and an NASL All-Star, an astounding recognition for a partially blind athlete. He retired permanently a year later at the age of 40, having been recognized as the best goalkeeper in the division, a truly unparalleled achievement in the history of the sport. The story of Bobby Charlton, another English football icon, is inextricably linked with one of football's darkest days and a personal triumph against unimaginable tragedy. Born into a coal mining family in northeast England, Charlton's prodigious talent was evident early on. As a teenager, he was scouted by Manchester United, joining a group of exceptional young players known as the Busby Babes, destined for greatness. Charlton made an immediate impact, scoring 2 goals on his debut, signaling his immense potential. Manchester United, with Charlton at its heart, won the league and qualified for European competition, though they were eliminated by Real Madrid in one campaign. The following season, the team was truly on the cusp of glory, defeating Red Star Belgrade 5-4 in the quarterfinals and considered strong favourites for the European Cup. On the return flight from Belgrade, the team's plane made a scheduled stop in Munich for refueling. Heavy snow and rapidly deteriorating conditions plagued the runway. The plane made multiple unsuccessful takeoff attempts due to a technical issue, causing passengers to disembark, a chilling premonition of the unfolding disaster. Passengers were instructed to reboard just a few minutes later, adding to the tension. Charlton, with an instinctive shift, changed his seat, moving towards the back of the plane. During the next takeoff attempt, the plane disastrously crashed into a fence, a house, and a tree, splitting violently in half. The Munich air disaster resulted in the deaths of 8 Manchester United players, along with 15 other passengers and crew, totaling 23 fatalities. In the chaos, Charlton's seat was ejected from the plane, and his teammates initially believed he had perished. Miraculously, he survived the crash. Unlike many of his teammates, including Duncan Edwards, a close friend with whom Charlton had swapped seats just before the ill-fated takeoff. 2 weeks after the crash, 2 other Manchester United players were so severely injured they were told they would never play football again. Their careers abruptly ended. Charlton, against all odds, was released from the hospital within a week. Despite feeling physically weak and mentally shattered, he displayed immense courage, returning to playing football later that very month. The path to recovery for Charlton and Manchester United was long and arduous, a period of profound mental healing and painstaking team rebuilding. Yet, from the ashes of Munich, Charlton and his club achieved significant success. He played a starring role, helping England win the World Cup in 1966, a moment of national jubilation. In the same year, 1966, Charlton was awarded the prestigious Ballon d'Or, recognizing him as the world's best player. 2 years later, in 1968, he captained Manchester United to an emotional victory in the European Cup, making them the first English team to achieve this honor, an incredible testament to their resilience and the enduring spirit of the Busby Babes. Charlton scored 2 crucial goals in that European Cup final. His story, deeply interwoven with tragedy and triumph, is recognized as one of the most remarkable and inspiring in the entire history of football, a beacon of hope and an example of the human spirit's capacity to overcome. Sometimes, the greatest stories in football are born from defying what everyone believes is possible. We journey now to explore 2 figures who shattered expectations, not just through skill, but through a sheer force of will and a unique perspective on the beautiful game. Their journeys remind us that football often finds its most iconic heroes in the most improbable places. Jorge Campos stands as a testament to this truth, recognized universally as one of the shortest goalkeepers in football history. His frame, approximately 5 feet 6 inches tall, directly contrasted the prevailing wisdom of the sport. The average height for a professional goalkeeper generally hovers around 6 feet 2 inches, highlighting the significant physical disparity Campos faced. This difference in stature was initially considered a pronounced disadvantage for anyone aspiring to excel in the demanding goalkeeper role. At his very first club, the esteemed Pumas, Campos initially found himself relegated to the position of second-choice goalkeeper. Instead of accepting a bench role, which most would, Campos made an audacious request. He asked to play as a striker. This bold move was not a fleeting experiment. He truly excelled in this new position, scoring 14 goals as a striker during that season and remarkably ranking among the leading scorers in the league. His incredible athleticism and astounding agility, honed during his time attacking, eventually provided the convincing argument needed for him to secure a starting position as a goalkeeper. With Campos between the posts, Pumas found new momentum, and he played a crucial role in helping them win the 1990-1991 Mexican Championship. By 1993, Campos made the transition to Major League Soccer, or MLS, bringing his flamboyant style to a new audience. Despite his relatively small stature for his position, he quickly established himself as one of the top goalkeepers globally, his acrobatic saves becoming legendary. The 1994 World Cup further solidified his place in history, where Campos gained legendary status for Mexico, participating as one of the tournament's undeniable stars. His exceptional performances led to him being ranked as the third best goalkeeper worldwide that year, an astonishing achievement for any player, let alone one of his physical build. Campos' unique ability to play both as a goalkeeper and a striker offered a significant, almost unprecedented advantage for his national team, allowing for incredible tactical flexibility. However, by 1998, FIFA took action, implementing a new rule that specifically prohibited goalkeepers from playing as outfield players in the same match, ending this remarkable era of dual-role play. Despite this significant rule change curtailing his unique versatility, Campos concluded his professional career with an impressive total of 34 goals, a tally many dedicated strikers would envy. Our story now shifts to another iconic figure, a man born with disadvantages that would humble lesser individuals, yet he rose to become a symbol of joy and skill, Garrincha. His birth name was Manuel Francisco dos Santos, and he was born with severe physical challenges, including his right leg being 6 centimeters shorter than his left. Adding to his difficulties, he also had a twisted spine and noticeably twisted feet. Doctors officially certified Garrincha as disabled at birth, a label that seemed to predict a life of limitation rather than legendary status. He was also consistently shorter than most children his age, further compounding his physical differences. It was his beloved sister who gave him the endearing nickname, Little Brown Bird, or Garrincha in Portuguese, a name that would soon become his legendary moniker in Brazilian football history. Garrincha experienced a poor and unconventional upbringing, far removed from the structured environments of many future stars. He remained illiterate throughout his life, a reflection of his challenging early circumstances. Initially, he showed very little interest in pursuing professional football, seemingly content with his life outside the structured game. He did not turn professional until his late teens, by which time he was already married and had welcomed the first of what would eventually be 14 children, a stark contrast to the modern path of young football prodigies. Yet, his natural talent was undeniable. In his very first training session for Botafogo, Garrincha famously dribbled the ball not just past, but directly through the legs of the established Brazilian international, Elton Santos, leaving the veteran defender astonished. By 1957, his incredible performances had propelled him to become the second highest scorer in the fiercely competitive Rio de Janeiro State League. This stellar form directly led to his inclusion in Brazil's 1958 World Cup squad, a team brimming with talent. Prior to the tournament, in a warm-up game against the formidable Italian side, Fiorentina, Garrincha scored a truly memorable goal. He dribbled past 4 players and the goalkeeper, then paused dramatically on the goal line, only to dribble past another desperate defender before finally placing the ball into the net. This moment showcased his playful genius and utter dominance. However, Brazil's coaches, observing his unconventional style, considered him somewhat irresponsible and initially made the decision to drop him for the first 2 World Cup games. When finally given a chance in the third game against the USSR, Garrincha made an immediate impact, hitting the post within the very first minute, signaling his arrival on the world stage. In the 1958 World Cup final against Sweden, Garrincha proved instrumental, providing 2 crucial assists as Brazil majestically won the tournament, claiming their first global title. His exceptional contributions did not go unnoticed, earning him a rightful place in the tournament as Best Ex-Ives. His skillful play and playful teasing of opponents even inspired a new phenomenon during a match against Argentina is River Plate, the first recorded use of the now iconic All chant in football stadiums, a testament to his captivating style. Despite receiving lucrative offers from European giants like Real Madrid, Juventus, and AC Milan, Garrincha remained steadfastly loyal to Botafogo for the vast majority of his illustrious career. He later played brief stints for Corinthians and Flamengo towards the very end of his playing days, but his heart truly belonged to Botafogo. Garrincha's most sublime and impactful performances were undoubtedly for the Brazil national team, where he truly shone brightest. A remarkable statistic underscores his importance. The Brazil national team never once lost a game in which both Garrincha and Pelé played together, an almost mythical record of invincibility. Yet, even legends face struggles. After 1958, Garrincha unfortunately developed a significant drinking problem and began to gain weight, issues that led to his temporary exclusion from the national team. However, his enduring talent and the nation's need for his magic saw him return for the 1962 World Cup, intending to play alongside a still developing Pelé. Fate, however, intervened early in the tournament. With Pelé suffering an injury, Brazil suddenly found itself relying primarily on the irrepressible Garrincha to carry their hopes. He embraced the challenge with joyful abandon, scoring a spectacular goal against England with a beautifully curled shot, a moment of pure brilliance. Garrincha then added 2 more crucial goals in the semi-final, single-handedly driving Brazil towards the final. Despite developing a severe fever before the final match, he courageously played through his illness, displaying incredible fortitude and helping Brazil win the trophy for a second consecutive time. His heroic efforts were duly recognized, and Garrincha was deservedly named the World Cup's Player of the Tournament in 1962, cementing his legacy as a true icon. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest players of all time, his impact transcending the sport. As a final tribute to his unparalleled talent, Garrincha was named alongside Pelé and Diego Maradona as one of the 3 forwards in FIFA's prestigious Team of the Century, a testament to a unique genius who overcame every obstacle with a ball at his feet. The annals of football are filled with tales of extraordinary talent, but few players have defied conventional wisdom quite like Jorge Campos. Standing at approximately 5'6", Campos is recognized as one of the shortest goalkeepers in football history, a stark contrast to the average professional goalkeeper height of around 6'2". This significant disparity meant that Campos' stature was initially considered a substantial disadvantage for the demanding role of a goalkeeper, a position traditionally reserved for towering figures commanding their penalty area. However, Campos was never one to be confined by expectations or physical limitations. His career began at his first club, Pumas UENA, where he found himself initially as the second-choice goalkeeper. Instead of accepting a place on the bench, a testament to his ambition and unwavering desire to play, Campos approached his coach with an audacious request. He asked to play as a striker. This unconventional move paid immediate dividends. Campos' incredible athleticism, speed, and agility, typically honed for shot-stopping, translated remarkably well to an attacking role. That season, he netted an impressive 14 goals as a striker, a remarkable feat that placed him among the leading scorers in the Mexican League. This surprising success as an outfield player not only showcased his extraordinary versatility, but also further highlighted the raw talent that lay beneath his seemingly modest height. His undeniable athleticism and quick reflexes, observed daily during his striker stint, eventually led to him securing a starting position as a goalkeeper. Campos quickly proved his doubters wrong, demonstrating an acrobatic style of goalkeeping that compensated for his height. He became renowned for his spectacular dives, incredible spring, and an aggressive sweeping style, often rushing far out of his box to intercept through balls. His performances were instrumental in Pumas winning the 1990-1991 Mexican Championship, a significant early career highlight that firmly established him as a top-tier goalkeeper. By 1993, Campos' burgeoning reputation saw him make a significant move, eventually transferring to Major League Soccer (MLS), where he continued to dazzle. Despite his stature, he swiftly established himself as one of the top goalkeepers globally. His unique blend of flamboyant saves, daring charges out of the box, and occasional forays into attacking play captivated audiences and analysts alike. The world truly took notice in 1994 when Campos gained legendary status for Mexico, participating in the World Cup held in the United States. His vibrant, self-designed kits, often a kaleidoscope of neon colors, made him instantly recognizable, but it was his breathtaking performances that truly made him one of the tournament's undeniable stars. With his agility, quick reflexes, and fearless approach, he pulled off a series of incredible saves, helping Mexico advance from a tough group. His exceptional displays led to him being ranked as the third-best goalkeeper worldwide that year, an astonishing achievement for a player who defied all physical norms for his position. Campos' unique ability to seamlessly transition between playing as a goalkeeper and a striker offered a significant tactical advantage for his national team. In certain situations, particularly when his team was trailing and desperate for a goal, he could be called upon to push forward, leveraging his attacking prowess. This dual role made him an unpredictable and valuable asset, a true footballing anomaly. However, this fascinating aspect of his game eventually faced a regulatory challenge. By 1998, FIFA, recognizing the potential for tactical exploitation and possibly to standardize the roles within the game, implemented a rule prohibiting goalkeepers from playing as outfield players in the same game. This change meant that while Campos could still start a game as a goalkeeper, he could no longer switch roles mid-match and play as a striker. Despite this rule change, which restricted his unique versatility within a single game, Campos concluded his illustrious career with a remarkable total of 34 goals. This extraordinary tally, amassed during his periods as an outfield player, underscores his unparalleled talent and adaptability, firmly cementing his legacy not just as an exceptional goalkeeper, but as one of football's most unique and entertaining figures. Jorge Campos proved that heart, agility, and a boundless desire to compete could overcome any perceived physical limitation, inspiring a generation of smaller athletes to chase their footballing dreams. His impacts transcended statistics and trophies. He brought an undeniable joy and flair to the game, becoming a global icon who redefined what was possible for a goalkeeper.